Everywhere All at Once is a recently released A24 sci-fi multiversal movie directed by Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert. Yes, I know the movie came out like 3.5 weeks ago. Just let me land, bro. Let me land. Film stars Michelle Yeoh. It stars Ki Hai Kwan. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. It also stars Stephanie Sue, and it stars Jamie Lee Curtis, among other people. The most simple explanation I have for the plot of this movie is what the fuck crazy shit happens, and tune in, we're in the multiverse. But that's not really a plot synopsis, so I'm gonna try to be a little bit more succinct with it. There's an interdimensional threat that threatens to rupture and rip a hole in reality. A newfound hero discovers some newfound powers, and all of a sudden they have to use these powers to fight a bunch of crazy dangers from the multiverse to save all of existence from being wiped out. I am basically paraphrasing IMDb at this point. Sue me if that is too vague a plot description for you. I love it when I'm able to see a movie and then I get time to think about it, and then I go to film it in front of a camera. And then when I get ready to film it in front of a camera, I have a big smile on my face because the review is gonna be so simple, because there's just so much to love about the movie that I just saw. What exactly do I love about Everything, Everywhere, All at Once? Well, I loved everything. I love it everywhere. And I wanna love it all at once. Easily not even like top 5 corniest moments on my channel, okay? You guys gotta throw me a bone here. I'm a little bit out of practice with the corny since I took off for a month or so. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is like one of the greatest movies I think I've seen in my entire life. I mean, you know, maybe in a few years I'll feel differently, but right now, holy shit, this shit is hitting. Okay, let's start with the filmmaking. The filmmaking is sublime in this movie. Both of these directors did a hell of a job with this material, with this cast, with everything that they were given for this movie. I have no idea what the budget for this movie is. I am fairly certain it did not cross 100 million. This movie looks immaculate. Like, there is so much great shot placement, so much amazing cinematography to be found in a movie like this. It got to the point where in this movie, like every 5 minutes or so, I'm just looking at these scenes and I'm just like, holy shit, that's a great shot. Holy shit, that looks amazing right there. Holy shit, how did they film that? Shit is just hitting every single scene. It's gorgeous. Eggs on a tit, absolutely. God, it's been way too long since I've said something like that. This combines with the editing of the film, which is also incredible. Like, it's one of the best edited films that you're gonna see in a theater or otherwise this year. It's a very dizzying sensation watching this movie because on one hand, you feel disoriented and you feel a little bit all over the place, kind of like the movie, kind of like the multiverse shit that they keep throwing in your face. But then on the other hand, you're so invigorated and excited by what's going on. The first like hour of this movie, I was just like, I am not entirely sure what's happening, but I am loving every single second of it. This is rapid fire editing that combines all of the colors that you might see in one scene, blends it with a lot of great use of close-up to create such an immersive feeling. Like, even though this is a movie, it's about the multiverse, you just feel like it's also a small contained movie at the same time, weirdly. When it comes to the performances, everybody is just so great in this movie. Ki Hai Kwan, who many people are not going to know other than, like, I'm pretty sure he was in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom a long, long time ago. He's incredible in this movie. Like, he seems kind of bumbling and awkward at times, but there's also a lot of badassery in different moments from him. And then there's also a strong emotional heartbeat with his character that really resonates by the time you get to the third act. Stephanie Sue also brings a lot to a very complicated and layered performance in this one. Star of the goddamn show has to be Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh was in her fucking bag here, bro. Like, this is one of her greatest performances, and I've been watching this woman for more than half my life. She's been great. She's always been great. She is amazing in this movie. I am saying that if you don't give her an Oscar, or at least nominate her for an Oscar next year, who fucking cares? Fuck the Oscars, right? But I'm just saying, like, she would deserve some type of recognition at some award thing next year. You could look at this as just a fun sci-fi martial arts movie. The way that they break down the multiverse in this movie, it's accessible. I think most people are gonna understand how it works. The fight choreography, the fight scenes are amazing in this movie. There's a lot of inventive and creative ways, not only that they film these fight scenes, creative ways that they're able to shoot fights in this movie that, I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen in a movie before. I'd have to sit back and think about it. But at its core, this is a movie that's about so much more than multiverse and kicking ass and all that great stuff. Like, you can be entertained by that stuff, sure. But at the heart of this movie is the storytelling, and at the heart of that is this emotional schism that kind of exists in this family. And this movie has a lot that it's trying to say about family, about love and about regret, and also about generational trauma. The only real issues I could say with this movie is that, I mean, okay, I guess you could argue that it went on for a little bit too long. Like maybe they could have ended the movie like 5 minutes or 10 minutes earlier. There's just some awkward moments between some characters and some dialogue exchanges and some characters' actions where you're just kind of like, I don't know that this makes that much sense for the situation that it's called for, but I guess that's just what they went with. I feel like I'm grasping at straws here. I had a blast with this movie. I love this movie. This movie's definitely a candidate to go in my top 10 list at the end of the year. And yeah, I would recommend anybody that hasn't seen it, please see this movie. Everything Everywhere All at Once was everything that I needed it to be all at once. And I'm going to give this one the highest rating on my channel, Superman Prime. Everything Everywhere All at Once, have you seen it? If you have seen it, what did you think about it? And what's your favorite multiverse movie of the last few years? Go ahead and put that in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe to the Superfan Show. And if you like what you see, tell me how you feel and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.